There we are. Here we are. Happy Valentine's Day. February the 14th. Day of love. The day that you think about those that you care about. The day that you embrace that, which is pretty much every day. It should be every day, shouldn't it? I hope it's every day for you. Don't have a lot going on today. It's a beautiful day. A beautiful day today. I mean, Bluebird Day, skies clear, nice little cool chill to the air. Sun's out. I seen a robin in the garden, and he was eating my worms, I guess. He shouldn't be eating my worms, but I guess it's all fair game out there, isn't it? All fair game, and that's fine. He can have whatever he wants. If the worms are dumb enough, they don't want to get up under the ground, under the leaves, and under the cordboard and everything else. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Misha? Hold on just a second. They're still dirty, but yep, it says Misha. Good morning, Misha. Hey, Deb, good morning to you too. RG Arizona, I'm doing well. Y'all are under a winter weather watch. Oh my goodness gracious. We don't have no winter weather. We're supposed to get a little cool weather this weekend. We've had some this past weekend, and then we're supposed to have some cool weather this weekend. But I mean, nothing like y'all are getting. It's just, it may drop down in the 30s, I think, at night. But other than that, it's going to be fine. They're talking about, of course, every week we get some kind of notice that we're going to get some kind of severe weather. I don't know. It's what it is. That's how life goes. Y'all, I want y'all to look at these glasses. I'm going to tell you how I'm not saying it's my fault. And the reason I'm not saying that is because if I take these off, I can't really see that good. I mean, I see, but it's all blurry. I can't read what's in there. I can kind of catch the outline of bigger words like at the end of my screen, bottom of the screen, Life with Glenn and Chuck. So I got to have these, but they're just little cheap the Dollar Gentry glasses. And I don't know, you probably buy 10, 3 for $10 or something like that. I don't know what they are. Well, my other ones, Blenda she just couldn't handle them anymore. They was getting old, and I done wore them for about 2 years. And probably about 2 years, I imagine. Time gets away from me. They's getting all funky. But that's all right. Stuff like that don't bother me too much. If it works, I'm good with it. I'm gonna keep on using it. But she had remembered that she had bought me some from the Dollar Gentry, and I couldn't find them. And she went right to them and found them naturally. And so last week or a week or two ago, I can't remember now, she got me a pair out, and I put them on. And as long as I had them up close like that, I could see them. I could see through them pretty good. But then sometimes I wear them like that because I got to be able to, to see far off. I can't use my glasses, but to see up close, I got to have my glasses. You know what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying. So anyway, but I noticed them glasses, if I kind of look down or kind of look to the side, or it kind of blurred out on me. It kind of get me dizzy and nauseated because I don't have a very strong stomach to begin with, but just that switch in vision, the blur to clear, blur to clear, blur to clear. It kind of get me woozy sometime when I'm riding around. And or when I'm outside, I'm doing stuff. Well, I got to looking at them. I said, well, it looks, I almost can see like a line on them around them. Y'all gonna think I'm dumb as a rock if you don't already. There's like I could see kind of a line around it, but I couldn't make it. I thought it was just like a scratch or something, maybe a defect. They're Dollar Gentry glasses, what can you expect? And, but I got to looking at them. So I put my old glasses on so I could see what was going on with these glasses. Because if I took these off and tried to look at it and try and figure it out, I couldn't figure it out because I couldn't see it because I didn't have my glasses on. So I had to get my other glasses so I could look at these glasses. And when I looked at these glasses, I got to noticing there was a line all the way around the glasses. I said, wait a minute, what in the world? I got to peeling on it. They had like a thin plastic layer over the glass. I guess it's to protect them. I've been wearing them doggone things for probably 2 weeks. Didn't have a clue they was on there. Belinda didn't see them either. It's her fault. I'm blaming her. It had like a clear plastic thing over, I guess, to protect the lens. And that's what I was seeing. That's what was giving me the issues. I couldn't, it was messing my mind up, y'all. Messing my mind up. Can you imagine what this mind messed up is like? It's not pretty, folks. It's not a pretty thing. So anyway, I got it all figured out. Now I can see, but I got to wear these kind of funky looking glasses because I'm not going to the, I don't care. I'm too old to be cool. And I used to tell my kids that when they was coming up and they was teenager stuff and said, I used to tell them, yeah, I used to be cool, but I'm too old to be cool now. It's too much work, y'all. Too much work, too much effort. What are you saying over here, Misha? If you just knock yourself on the side of your head like the old TVs, you'll snap out of it. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me going. Who else popped in here? Loki. Hey there, my friend. Good to see you. Got Destiny in the house. Dirt Road Destiny. The Chicken and Goat Whisper. You got them at each power station so you can read the chat. Hey, yeah. You got to have them everywhere you go. And I used to have a pair, here and there and everywhere. I used to have it by my bed, by my chair, any place that I had a regular sit down spot. Had them in the pulpit. I'd always have me an extra pair just in case, because you never know. You never know. I don't want to get up there in the pulpit and then have to rely on my memory. I can't do that. See, I don't think I could do the progressive lenses, Deb. The progressive lenses, I think would make me dizzy too, just the back and forth. I think you got to get used to them. I think Belinda has those. I'm not sure. All I know is she used to give me fits. When I turned 40 and I would start complaining, I couldn't see. And this was aching and that was aching. She said, Chuck, it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind, Chuck. You're as young as you feel as you want to be. And I'm like, no, I can't see. And she said, oh, that's just, you don't just turn 40 and then things start falling apart. I said, I beg to differ. Because things do. And she gave me such a hard time. She's 6.5 years younger than me, y'all. She's a spring chicken. She hadn't even reached the big 50 mark. She turns 49 this year. Next month, 49. So she hadn't turned the big 50 yet. Wait till she gets there, folks. Wait till she gets there. Then we'll see. But it was hilarious because when she turned 40, she's like, I can't see too good. I was like, Now who's talking? I even done the old head bob, boom, boom, like that. And Anyway, so she started falling apart on me. And she's had a whole lot more fall apart than I have. I mean, she's had knee surgery. She's got these migraines that she has, these deals with the headache, and she has to deal with me. But that she knew that going into it, folks. She knew it going into it. Don't feel sorry for her. Hey there, Moja Kuhunjika. Nailed it. Moja or Moha? Moha Kuhinhika. Hey, brother, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm saying it right or I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Actually, maybe sister. Good morning, Gwen. How in the world are you? Hey there, Mark. Good to see you, my friend. There's Katie from Mayfield Ranch. Y'all, it's about time. The garden season's coming on. It's coming on. Supposed to take the price tag off before you wear. I didn't have a price tag. It was clear, Glenn. It was all clear. It was clear, and I couldn't see it. And how they expect a blind person to see something? You see what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. They put something real clear that you can't see and expect a person that can't see, that needs glasses, to be able to see it. There's a fault to their logic. I'm just telling you. A fault to their logic. Good morning, Teresa. Good to see you this morning. Oh, we got there Michael in the house. Michael's in the house. Woohoo! Hey, Blue. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. You're older than your husband. He's 29. He's a spring chicken. Oh, yeah. You got him by a year. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hey, I want you to know, Teresa, my wife, she's tough as nails now. She's a whole lot tougher than I am. Hadn't changed since she was a sophomore in high school. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sending you some open dates this week. Send them on. Good morning, Miss Mary. Mary, quite contrary. How's your garden grow? Good morning to you today. It's just a little slow. I'm not a rhymer, as you can tell. I'll stop now.
Oh, Jolly G, saved by the bell.
Jolly G, saved by the bell.
I don't know. Just trying to rhyme.
Son, Hayden, Paul's not a rhymer either. A new version of the Mini Pearl. That's right. Howdy. I'm just so proud to be here. Good morning, Jesse and Lisa. All his YouTube sweethearts and Chuck. Well, I'll take it. Good to see you. I know Jesse and them's up there in Oregon. They having a time. You know what? Golly, man, it's what, 6 o'clock over there? 6 or 7 or something like that. I don't know what it is. Anybody growing anything new this year? Trying new beans in the garden? I'm going to try some rattlesnake beans. Katie, Mayfield Ranch, she got me turned on to those rattlesnake pole beans. I've got to build me some kind of trellis. I'm a cheapskate, and y'all probably already know that by now. I don't want to have to go out and buy panels and stuff to bend over and all. So I need to build with what I got. So, but I do like them tunnels, especially picking beans that you can just walk through and just pick the beans over your head. I like those. So I got to come up with something along that line. I got some, right now I've got my potatoes in the ground. I'm about to get me some green beans in the ground. I've got some bush beans that I want to go ahead and plant, and then go ahead and get ready for my pole beans a little bit later. I got some squash and some tomatoes and some peppers and some flowers, and I can't remember what else I got in the greenhouse. And I got some of them coming up. Some of them germinated. So yahoo, 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 yahoo. I don't really know what all I've got, to be honest with you, Destiny. And Dale Homestead, good morning. I hope it's a good morning for you too. I hope you actually are feeling some better. I know you had to go, finally wound up going to the doctor, I think, with all that mess. Miss Mary's got some things growing, got some things in the ground. Hey, Miss Mary, plan on going fishing next week. Oh, Stan the man that will break down anything. The Thomas Factor. That's my brother-in-law. Gonna go with him, and then my buddy Joe. Y'all seen him on some of the videos, my dove hunting videos mainly, and a couple of my fishing videos. And then Paul, my best bud Paul, I go to the camp with. We all going down South Louisiana, and we're going to try and catch some catfish, and we're going to try and catch some bass, and hopefully catch a redfish or two, maybe a speck, if we can get into some crappie. It's all brackish water, so you can get into a lot of that kind of stuff. Maybe a flounder. I hadn't had a flounder in a long time. I like flounder. Never stop growing. Yeah, I've got some greens going. I've got some carrots in the ground. I got some cabbage planted. I don't know if they're going to come up. Got some turnips. Got my garlic. Any tips for pole beans? Make sure you got some poles to put them on. Make sure you got something to trellis them on, because they are a pain if you just let them run on the ground. Trust me. Don't ask me how I know. I will love them. Yeah, got to have a trellis. Create something with leftover wood. You can get your hands on some rebar and use wire to make a cheap trellis. I like. Keep the ideas coming. And calling Jesse over there, waking him up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Amaranth. I'm not gonna have no amaranth. I did grow. Got some shishito peppers in the greenhouse. I've got some pineapple tomato, and I got some other kind of big slice of tomato somebody sent me. I got some Marion tomatoes that I've grown them for the last couple of years and just keep the seed from them. Got some Romas. I don't know what all I've got, to be honest. And I've got a whole bunch more I want to plant. I just wanted to get something in my greenhouse right now. Get it going. Which I've got a buddy of mine has some green onions, some of them bunching onions. I'm going to get some of those. And I don't eat onions, but my kids eat, my daughters and whoever else, the people around here, they'll eat them. So I figured, why not? Go ahead and.
What are we eating?
Oh yeah, I got some strawberry. I got some strawberry plants too, and they're starting to put on a little bit. Onions, like bunching onions. People might use them to, and I might dehydrate some. I may dehydrate some and grind them up and let them use them for powder and stuff like that. Because why not? Why not? Good morning, Chuck. Hi, Miss Belinda, and son in the background. He's always in the background. That's the best place for him, in the background. Jalapeno growing in our house. Yep. Y'all overwintered it, didn't you? And so it just kept producing. Yeah, I seen that. That's pretty cool. To overwinter your peppers. I've never tried that. Didn't even know you could do it till last year. But I may do that. Hold on. I may just have to sneeze, y'all. Give me just a second. I normally got more than one. I normally got like 3 or 4. Well, I hope so. I hope we can catch a bunch. Hey there, Devin. Good to see you. I'll be trying to grow potatoes this year. Meant to do it last year, but just ran out of time. Deer plots, we're going to try some red clover in 2 and perennial clover in another. Good deal. Have you ever thought about peanuts? I seen any of y'all ever watch what's the name of that guy? Bama Bass. I think his name is UT. The last year or so, he's been building a 5-acre pond, and he start to finish, and very interesting guy, and pretty big channel too. But he had it right in the middle of a peanut field, and the deer and everything just loved the peanuts. Well, he built the pond, and of course, all the animals coming. He's showing all the wildlife, the deer. He's got eagles, he got owls, he got skunks, he got fox, he got coyotes, of course, deer and pigs and ducks, all different kind of ducks and geese and squirrels, and I mean everything is showed up, and a lot of them are eating them peanuts, not whatever. Flounder. I had a flounder. Let me tell y'all about my weekend real quick. I had me and Belinda said she didn't want, all she wanted for Valentine's Day was to spend a day with just me and her, just doing whatever. I said, Yahoo, 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 Yahoo. You hear what I'm saying? And because I'm terrible at buying gifts. I'm the world's worst. I don't know what to buy. I mean, I think more practical, things that you can use. Like, to me, a great gift would be like a cast iron pan or pot or something like that, or a tool of some sort. Ideal, something you can use. But Belinda's not along those lines. She likes things for pretty and all that kind of, like trees. I see no sense in planting a tree unless can give you some kind of fruit off of it, like a peach tree, apple tree, blueberry bush, or stuff like that. She wants to plant crepe myrtles, azaleas, and stuff like that. And they're pretty. I give it to her. They are pretty. They're pretty. But the fact of the matter is, you got to mow around them. You got to mow around them. You weed eat around them and keep them. It's just a hassle to me. See, that's my mindset. But she likes them. She likes them. So guess what? We plant them. And that's fine. That's fine. I like to look at them when they're flowering because they are pretty. But that's the difference in our mindset, our logic. Give me something I can use. I don't want to just look at it. I want to use it. It'll be, what are you doing over there?
Cutting chicken.
What are you making?
Chicken.
How are you cooking the chicken?
With the stove. I'm just gonna stir fry it. Not fry it, but grill it. I guess.
I understand. I got you.
I'm just making lunch.
Excuse me.
For a few days.
Making lunch for a few days. I got you. Fine. Okay. What was I talking? Oh, our weekend. So it was a rainy day. The weatherman said, fantastic day to stay inside and do nothing. Fantastic day to do that. And I'm like, sounds good to me. But Belinda had already planned and said, no, we're going to do something. I said, what we're going to do? She said, I don't care. We're just going to go out. She said, what we can do, we can go thrift shop. We can just go look around. It don't really matter. I said, let's do it. So I did. We did run out to see my mom and dad and check on her. She's still not doing the best in the world. Visited with them for a little bit. And then we left there and I said, punch in just anywhere within a 2-3 hour radius, if you will, or distance. Not radius. Yeah, I guess it'd be radius. And find out if they got, sometimes on in states or on the websites, they'll have like 10 most visited restaurants, the secret restaurants that you don't know about. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know how they stay on it. And so she did. She punched in. She said, well, there's a place called Dempsey's in Picayune, Mississippi. I said, I've never been to Dempsey. I said, what is it? She said, it's seafood and steaks and all. I said, punch it in. She said, it's outside of Picayune in the Kiln, what they call the Kiln, Kiln, the Kiln. Y'all know Brett Favre? Brett Favre used to play for the Green Bay Packers, the Minnesota Vikings, I think. I don't know who all he played for. He played college ball here at Southern Miss, I believe. He lives right up the road, not too far. I've seen him bike riding a few times, seen him in the restaurants and all that. But Brett Favre, if you know football, you know Brett Favre. And he's from the Kiln. The Kiln. Kiln. The Kiln. The Kiln. It's like a kiln, like a stove fire, where you dehydrate, where you preserve wood and all that. Anyway, that's where he's from. Little no nothing town, a little dot in the road. But they got this place called Dempsey's Restaurant, and we went in there, and I thought, well, make sure it's going to be open because, our time where we was at the time, and then we was wanted to go do some thrift store shopping. I said, check out some thrift stores in the Picayune area, and let's just go in there. And she said, well, it says it's open from 11 to 8 or 11 to 9 or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And I said, so it's open all day. Fantastic. We can go do our thrift shopping and piddling around and just roaming the roads. And then about 2:30, we can get over there. There won't be anybody in there. Everybody will be gone. Everybody done had their lunch. Look, we went in that place and it was full. Well, it wasn't full, but it was pretty packed. Pulling in the parking lot, I was like, where's all these cars for? I mean, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. Who eats lunch at 2:30? And so I go, and they got people all over this place. And anyway, so me and her went in and we ate, and I ordered the flounder. And I love flounder. And she ordered the redfish, and it was pretty good, y'all. Pretty good. And we went thrift store shopping. Didn't find a whole lot. Let me tell you what I did. I normally don't. Blenda's been aggravated at me because of my suits. They're getting kind of threadbare, and she keeps wanting me to go get a suit. And I said, I'm not paying $300 or $300, however much they are now. I know back in the day when I first started preaching, it's like $250, something like that. I could get a decent suit. So I'm sure they're more expensive than that now. I hadn't bought one in 30 years. And so I said, I'm not. So while we was in this thrift store, she said, let's look at suits. I said, I ain't buying no suit from the thrift store. We got to looking. There was 2 suits in there that were pretty good. I mean, they looked almost brand spanking new. Type I like. They had to fit me perfect, which is unusual. I said, well, let's just go see how much they cost. I said, we go get them dry cleaned or something, make sure they all good and clean. And I bought some little tins to put in my rabbit cages for feeding water. And anyway, we got up there. She said, how many suits you got? I said 2. She turned around and said, how much are the suits? $5. $5 suit. $5 suit, y'all. $5. You can't say $5. You got to say $5. $5 suit. So I bought 2 of them. $10. $10 for 2 suits. Pretty much brand new. I know they're not brand new, but they look good. They're a whole lot better than the ones I wear. And just got to go get them dry clean. They fit. Don't even have to alter them. Don't have to bring them anywhere and have anybody stitch them up and sew them up or let them out or anything. I just get them clean, and go to wearing, which is good because I got a revival not next week, but the week after. I got to preach, so I need some suits that Blenda's not ashamed for me to wear. When I started preaching, I told Blenda what I was, I told her I felt the Lord was calling me to preach. We was in Louisiana, I think, at the time. No, we wasn't in Louisiana, but when I told her I was going to tell the church, we was in Louisiana. And we was on our way back to Mississippi because the next day was Sunday. And I said, I'm going to tell them tomorrow. She said, Chuck, you need a suit. I said, I ain't got a suit. I wouldn't even know where to go get a suit. And I can't remember where we went. I bought a jacket and then bought some slacks or something. And they didn't match. They didn't match at all. But to me, I felt like I was, I was doing something that I never wore anything like that before. Went to church, and of course they didn't care what I looked like, and still don't. Hey, Scott, I got to rambling, didn't I? Rambling with the brooms. Talking about rambling, I was rambling there. Rambling. Y'all, Andels comes on in just a few minutes. Hey, Darian, good to see you. Good to see you. Darren, he has a moment in the Word. He also has another channel, Magnificent Germany with Darian, I think. Hello, Cindy and Gary. Good to see you. I'm going to go through here because I was rambling, and I don't know what I was. Good morning, Rebecca. You just made powder from green onions. Fantastic. So it can be done. See, but I can't eat onions. Onions hurt me. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse. Somebody. Hey, Peter Dale. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, D. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, that 5-acre pond. That's awesome, isn't it? 5-acre pond in Kansas and Wyoming. That's a lake. They're in South Alabama. This guy's in South Alabama. And it's real interesting. It's real interesting. I mean, check it out. Bama Bass. Blenda is special now. She's a special. Blueberry bush. Hey there, OJ. I never did email y'all, did I? Did y'all? Y'all didn't email me either. Hey, Peter. That's all right. That's all right. I'll try and remember. I'll probably forget, but just one of us needs to remember because I want to get you up here, introduce you. Trees were made to mow around. Yeah, except for the ones I mow over when they're little. Good to have a variety. Always good to have a variety. What was I about to say, y'all? What was I about to say? Ask silly questions, get silly answers. I see where I love the sarcasm, Paul. Man, how far behind am I? Hey, Brian, good to see you. I must be way behind. There's Venkat. Good to see you. Let me cruise on through here. Let me cruise on. Kiln is also for pottery. That's right. That's right. I forget all that. Thrifting is so much fun. We have a blast. Was actually looking for a stand. Blenda wants to get a stand to put outside to put pots on for her succulents. Last year we had a beautiful succulent little pot. It was beautiful. And my daughter brought home a puppy. And the puppy decided he liked digging in the succulent pot. And so there went that. The puppy's going, word up. Word up. Good to see you. Good to see you. That's right. You know, the food is good inside. Hey, it was good eating. $769. Oh, my goodness. I'm glad I didn't go. Suits can get expensive. I mean, especially if you get one I mean, you can get back in the day, but 30 years ago, I could get one $200, $250, $300, and it'd be good. It'd hold up and it'd be nice. And I mean, it wasn't, your top of the line suit, but I mean, it was a good suit. But still, that's pretty expensive, especially when you don't have money. And so I can't imagine what they are today. Go pick them up. I got a few things. Belinda leaves me a little note. I got to get a headlight for a car. Make a deposit. We got some ground beef I need to can. And she said, I am forever her Valentine. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. $5 make you holla. That is a great deal. Where am I in arrival in Antioch, Lucedale, down there with Hayden? It's just 3 days, Monday through Wednesday. I'm there for the first of the week, and then another guy is there at the end of the week, the last 2 days of the week. The only deal to be better than that would be free. That's right. I like free. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. I don't know if I've ever been to a Men's Warehouse. I've heard of them, but I've never been. Don't know anything about them. I'm a rambler. A Merle Haggard song. Hey, Beth. Good to see you. No, I have not. I've already looked at the chat, and I was looking at the chat when I got to rambling, because something about that was in the chat made me ramble. It can't be my fault. Fantastic. OJ will email set up. Thank you. That's the way to get things done with me. You just take the initiative and get after it. I tell you what I am going to do. This Friday, 4:00, I'm going to have a special live. I'm going to have Last Days Homestead. I was supposed to have them on last year, and some come up with his work or with Gracie's something or other. Anyway, the way he works on and off and all, it's kind of hard. And then, of course, with the holidays and this, that, and that, hadn't been able to get back up with him. But talked with him last week or the week before, I can't remember. And he said he was available the 17th or the 24th. Well, the 24th, I'm going to be out of town, so I can't do it on the 24th. But the 17th, which is this Friday, I'm going to have a special live at 4:00, 4 p.m. Central Time. I would love for y'all to be there and meet old Bill and Gracie. Wonderful people. Give the old man a thumbs up. They are some good peeps in this. Hey, I don't hang with riffraff. I hang with the best. Hey there, Paul. Good morning, driving and listening. Appreciate you throwing out our link this morning on Facebook. Have a live update show on raffles tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Big Tiny's Outdoor and Backwoods Misfits. So Ricky Steve on his panel. Hope to see everybody there. Did I get down to the end of the chat? Rainy and windy there. Almost really lost power, but it came back on. It means it's fixing to go out again, probably. Hey, Janet. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Valentine's Day. I don't know where it came from, Teresa. I guess I could look it up, but I'm kind of lazy on that kind of stuff. All I know is that what it means now. I don't know where it came from, but at least that now that it makes me look at my wife and say, "Oh, baby. Oh, baby, I love you. I love you. And that's basically, of course, every day is like that with me. I'm Twitter-pated, y'all. Twitter-pated. Because she's a good person. What was I going to do, y'all? I skipped it all. I don't know what I skipped, but I'm sure I skipped something. Hold on just a second. Give me just a minute. Shameless plug. Thursday Procrastination Show is all about cruising Alaska 25. Y'all go check it out. Him and Jesse, I think, is going to be on there. Y'all, I've got a few minutes left before Ann goes on. Here's my link right there in the chat. If you want to come on up here and join me, because y'all can tell I ain't got nothing going on today. I am just basically about useless today. You plan on going next year? We hope to go next year. Jesse and I will drop it all. He's going to tell you all about his cruising time. So, yeah, what'd I say? There we are, right there. See that right there? Should be yellow. There we go. We got Darian up. What'd I say? There we are, right there. See? There we go.
Hey.
I
had to get situated here.
That's fine. That's fine. How you been, Darren?
Doing well, thank you. How about you?
I can't complain. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you go live every day at 10 o'clock?
Yes, sir. Your time, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Standard Time, yeah.
Right. So, I didn't even realize the time. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you got about 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, you do that every weekday or every single day?
Every weekday, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
It's called A Moment in the Word.
Okay.
We just whatever the Lord puts on my heart, that's what we talk about. And I don't know how many times where you plan something and then you just feel like the Lord's telling you, I don't want you to talk about that today. I want you work on this topic today. And that's what happened yesterday. I was all prepared, and about 20 minutes before it was time to go on, I just felt it needed to be changed, and it was a blessing. Hey,
you preach to the choir here. One time when I first started preaching, I think it's God's way of keeping me humble. I had something I'd planned. I was going to preach that morning, and went through, we have like a song service, like 4 or 5 songs, and then go into the preaching. And about the last song, it was like God said, nope, you're not preaching that. And I was like, I went blank. I went completely blank. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Of course, I prayed and asked God. And he gave me something right there on the spot. And it's amazing how he does that. Hey, I seen somebody come in. Guru and Wahoo the turtle.
Oh my goodness. I like that. I got to check you out, Guru Wahoo.
Guru and Wahoo the turtle.
That's funny.
That is. That's pretty neat. Look at his little logo thing. Whatever you call that. It's a turtle.
The small turtle. That tickled me. Oh my goodness! I'm glad you mentioned about dry cleaning today, because I keep forgetting I need to go to the dry cleaners, pick up my stuff. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Well, we're going to try a new one here today. We're going to try one here in Purvis. Somebody told us about. I actually got a friend that he manages one up toward Hattiesburg. I've never used him, but in fact, I just I'm kind of hesitant on some things because I don't know how to explain that, but we've been going to another place for years, and they're in Hattiesburg. And I hate to just drop off, and not use them anymore, but I'll see. We'll see. This is a whole lot more convenient. Yeah, Chuck Species. What's up with that? But we're gonna try a new place, but I've never bought a suit from a thrift store before. Never have. We'll find out out if it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I never have either, but who knows? You might find some good stuff in there.
Might find some good stuff. Here's Mark. Let me get Mark on up here and say hello to Mark. Mark, meet Darian. Darian, meet Mark.
Howdy, Mark.
How you doing?
Outstanding. How are you today?
Oh, not bad. It's Valentine's Day. It's a day of love and joy and happiness,
That's right.
Day
right.
Joy 11. Are you still in Arizona?
Yeah, I'm here until the 15th of next month. So,
Okay. Okay.
so
Well,
yeah, got some good plans for tonight. Going to dinner and whatnot. So, yeah, it'll be a
well,
good time.
we generally on these special days, we tend not to do it on that day. Because if you go out to eat on that, I mean, the restaurants are packed, and I don't do crowds. I just don't. I don't like crowds.
Yeah, I understand
so-
that. I mean, Sunday, we I gave her her flowers Sunday, and I gave her necklace for Valentine's Day, and then we did chocolate covered strawberries and a couple glasses of wine, and we just kind of hung out like that. And tonight we got reservations that have been already done for a couple weeks, so we'll go to dinner and then we'll just come home because we'll be so full. We just ain't gonna want to do no strawberries or anything. So
hey, something about them strawberries that I don't know if all women like them, but my wife and my daughters love them. They got to be covered with, well, they like them anyway. You get them. Something about them strawberries. But if you put chocolate on them,
Oh my goodness.
oh yeah, you gold, man. You all your sins from the past week has been forgiven.
you get the best of both worlds all in one bite,
There's your other channel. I
Oh.
thought that's what it was. Magnificent Germany with Darian.
Yes, sir. You're correct. Thank you, Mister, for doing that. I really appreciate that.
Lost powers, but Jen, I hope you don't get no rough weather up there. I know it's tough. Y'all, I really don't have a whole lot going on today. I've got a few things I got to do out in the garden, and I've got to get my son off to school a little bit earlier today than I normally do. But so I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit short. I know y'all just got up here, but I appreciate you coming up here
Hey, no worries.
and helping me celebrate Valentine's Day.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you having me up here, and looking forward to your next live. I enjoy your lives. I find myself watching you on the replay because of different scheduling, but I do watch. But it's always nice to catch you live.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate that, Darren.
Always got to watch Chuck's lives, even if it is a replay. I mean, it always puts a good laugh in you for the day,
He makes my day. I love it.
Yeah, Jesse's same way.
All right, y'all have a great day, guys. Give a hug to your spouses, give them a little peck on the cheek, and tell them you love them. Love y'all.
Appreciate it.
Have a
Hey,
good night.
everybody in the chat, thank y'all so much for coming. And let me throw that up there too. Moment in the Word. He comes on in just a few minutes. I appreciate y'all coming and everybody in the chat. 4 o'clock Friday. Gonna have last days ahead. My brain is dead this morning. I don't know why it is, but it's just not. It hadn't been turned on yet. But God bless y'all, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Later, y'all.